One of the most common frustrations in marriage is to feel that your partner needs to change. We often feel that if they could change this or that, things would be a whole lot better. But here's the truth: trying to fix our partners does more harm than good. Let's unpack why. 1. It can feel like rejection. When we focus so much on what our spouse needs to fix, it often sends the message that they are not enough as they are. And this often leads to feelings of rejection, insecurity, or resentment. Now, Ephesians 4, verse 2, the NIV, reminds us to be completely humble and gentle and be patient, bearing with one another in love. Loving our partners as they are is actually the first step to real change. The change we are looking forward to seeing can only be achieved if we love them the way they are. 2, it shifts the focus from yourself. You see, marriage is a two-way street. When we focus so much on what our spouse needs to change, we end up overlooking the areas in our lives that we need to change. The book of Matthew chapter 7 verse 3 to 5, it warns us not to focus on the speck in someone else's eyes whilst ignoring the log that is in our own eyes. So we need to really be careful of this. Let's focus on ourselves. True transformation begins when we work on ourselves first. 3, it breeds resistance. No one likes to feel controlled. That is just the truth. No one likes to feel controlled. Trying to force change only leads to pushback, even when our intentions are good. Nobody likes to feel controlled. So we need to stop doing this. We need to stop trying to fix our spouses. 3, it leads to resistance. No one likes to feel controlled. Trying to force change only leads to a pushback, even when our intentions are good. It will not be accepted, it will not be received. So let's stop wasting our energies trying to fix our spouses. Real change can only be inspired, not demanded. It cannot be demanded. If you keep pushing it, you will never receive the change that you want to see. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 1, I read the NIV version. It says that a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. So when we keep pushing it, we are only causing our spouse to get angry. We will not see the change that we are looking out for. It will not happen. Approach your spouse with encouragement, not with criticism. 4, it ignores the power of grace. We are all works in progress, and it is only the grace of God that truly transforms hearts. Philippians chapter 1 verse 6 assures us that he who began the good work is faithful to complete it. God who began the work in us, in our spouses, is faithful to complete it. So instead of trying to fix your partner, trust God to work in them. Our role is to love them, pray for them, and support them through the process of change. So what can we do instead? Number 1, model the change we want to see. Actions speak louder than words. So when we embody the qualities we want to see in our spouse, they are encouraged to follow our lead. Instead of us criticizing them and nagging them, let's embody the qualities that we want them to have. Two, communicate with love. Yes, we need to communicate. We need to share our concerns, but we have to do it with love and with understanding. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29 says that let no corrupt communication, meaning no unwholesome talk, should come out of our mouth, but that which edifies, that which ministers grace. So even in our communicating, the quality that our spouse is lacking and what we want them to work on, we have to communicate it in a way that edifies them, inspires them to want to possess that quality. If we say it in any other way, it is not going to be accepted. It is not going to go down well. Three, pray for them. Pray for your spouse and pray for yourself as well, because there is also an area in your life that you need to change. So let's pray for ourselves. Let's pray for our spouses and pray for ourselves, for God to work in us, for both of us to become the best versions of ourselves. Four, celebrate their strengths. Let's focus on what we appreciate about our spouses. Affirmation can inspire positive change far more than criticism. So, what is the real fix? The real fix in marriage is to learn to love unconditionally, communicate effectively, and grow together. So, stop trying to change your spouse and rather focus on creating an environment where both of you can thrive together. If you are having communication challenges, I want you to remember that you are not alone. The struggle is real. We've all been there. That is why I have put together an online course on effective communication in marriage, which is helping so many couples to build stronger connections with their spouses. Enroll from my website, joanbright.com. Let's build a marriage where love, trust, and understanding flourishes, one conversation at a time. I want you to like, share this video, and don't forget to drop a comment to encourage me. God bless you.